Stay 14 in country. Hello, everybody. Not much really to talk about per se. Just looked at the weather for the next couple of days. There's another typhoon speeding up towards the Philippines. If you pull up your map, it's 810 kilometers east of northern Luzon province. If you type that in the Philippines, you see it's northeast of where we are in Tarlac City. So not too sure when it's scheduled to hit. It doesn't really say, but that's that was as of about 5 a.m. local time this morning. It's 1:44 p.m. local time. That's probably the greatest thing about what's going on here. I was trying to make this like a Filipino history lesson, but not too sure what to tell you about that. It's they have a Congress and an upper and lower house, Senate and House of Representatives. Got their independence from Spain and then United States. Excuse me, what would it be? 1946. Yeah, and then colonized and that type of device. Estimated population is 91 million as of 2009. Ooh, that's a fly. The 2007 census said there was 88 million and change, 88.5 million people. So it's quite a small piece of land in terms of area, 299,000 plus square kilometers, 72nd largest in the world. But with 91 million people, it's quite a few. I'm just looking at Wikipedia stats. It's a rich history around here, though. Colonized by the Spanish and then taken over by the Japanese in World War II, and then just before the Japanese took over, the Americans had an outpost here and had bases and stuff, but never really did much, to defend it initially. That's when General Douglas MacArthur made his famous "I will be back" speech, as he turned tail and flew off the island as the Japanese were invading. So Americans took it back over after World War II and colonized it, and up until 1992 actually had a U.S. air base in Clark, about an hour south of where we are. For a multitude of reasons, the Americans pulled out, probably money, but the Earth was shifting and things of that nature. There's a volcano, Pinatubo, right in and around these parts. It's another factor. Can't really fly fighter jets through a volcano. So, in 1992, the Americans pulled out. So there's a lot of American influence. Everybody speaks some sort of English to varying degrees. Their main language is called Tagalog, derivative of Spanish, but with their own influence. And then there's several kind of sub languages, as it were, from that. The one thing you notice, and I think I've already said this, but the one thing you notice most is everyone's just so polite. I think it's just ingrained in their minds, as even from children and as people get older. Morning, sir. Hello, sir. How are you, sir? I keep trying to get everyone just to call me Gibbs, but the likelihood of that happening is very small. I've gotten some people to call me Mike, but it seems like a last name basis type of thing is, pretty difficult. It's kind of weird. Actually having a first name at work, it's usually Gibbs or Gibby. So, weather's nice. It's not raining like yesterday, but we're in the rainy season. It's 118 outside and humid as hell. But the slight breeze is kind of making it feel like 110. So, that's a short little history lesson. Hopefully we're going to Manila this weekend. Just talking maybe a trip to Hong Kong for a weekend, which would be kind of cool. Japan after that, as long as we're still here. That's a little inside joke, though. So until next time, everybody, we'll talk to you tomorrow. Good night, good luck, and love y'all, miss y'all. Take care.